We're from Wisconsin. We don't know what a clean car is.
Right, yeah. Okay, if you know that logo, that's the RingBrothers logo. And this is another charger that's in their booth here. And this is a really cool build. But I wanted to walk up here and...
okay in that thing. I got to meet her.
Well, here's one of the builders. This is Mike Ring. Hey, Mike, it's good to see you again. We run into each other all the time. Tell me about this build here.
Well, it's a 69 Charger that we tried to retain. The owner wanted a black car with gold.
Black and gold.
We moved the wheelbase ahead on these cars because we always felt the nose was too long on the Charger.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And we took the scoops that used to be in the doors that were fake, and we made them functional into
Oh, nice.
So we machined them. Originally, the graphics were that those were going to be gold also, with a more of a different stripe that come out of there around to the back that didn't go across. But once we did it, it was like, oh, that's horrible. It just stuck out too much. So ended up painting them black because...
Yeah, and they're actually functional.
Yeah,
so they're extracting some of that heat out of there.
Exactly.
Well, you know, the question du jour is, what do you got under the hood?
Well, we got a Hellephant.
A Hellephant. Oh my gosh. Well, you know.
We made, I think, 100 of these.
Yeah. What else can you put under the hood?
So.
Oh, look at that. Holy cow.
So when we made it, the Hellephants and it's like the Coyote motor, they're not real cute. So we machined the logos that we made, the front, and then just fabricated all the valve covers out of aluminum, welded in what we machined to cover them. And then, tried to make it feel stock. And then had a little fun with, like, our caps we made. If you look over there, it says Boost Juice instead
Boost Juice.
Boost Antifreeze, so.
That's cool.
And then we made, these superchargers are kind of offset. If you've ever seen the nose on them, on the Hellcat or the Red Eye or the Hellephant, the nose is offset and it just kind of looks, so we actually, if you look from here forward, we just handmade this stuff to make it feel symmetrical.
You know, we've talked before about some of the builds that you do, is that there's subtle little things that you change, like recoil. You change the body line on the fender and the at the doors so that it looked more appealing. And sometimes these little things that you do, they're just minute things that people might not catch up on. But
I think the biggest part of this car that nobody's going to notice is this piece of trim here. Normally this is 7 pieces of trim.
Wow.
We machined it in one piece. It took 560 pounds of aluminum to make this 3-pound part, because it had to be this long, imagine this wide, this thick, and 2 of them, one for the fixture and one for the actual
Holy
part.
cows, that's a one piece.
And then we also did this surround and carbon in one piece, because they're normally a bunch of pieces of plastic that always hold a lot. But we scanned it so that it's exactly how the original was, but cleaned up.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of work that nobody will ever notice.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Nobody would notice.
I wouldn't have guessed. You made a quote to me that I absolutely love. You said, "We don't do restorations. Restorations are all about what's wrong with the vehicle." And that's so true, because you start at 100 points, they start telling you what you did wrong, and they take points away. But with this, every time you look at it, every little corner, you see something that's different.
Just show you the inside real quick. The inside,
yeah, let's do that.
The owner wanted to retain the original Charger feel. He didn't want, he loved a lot of it, and you don't have to change things just to change it. Like the seats Steve did, everything is done, but these are Honda seats.
Really?
Yeah, these are out of a newer Honda that were cut down, made the headrest feel like
Honda seats.
Like the original Charger. This pattern is very Mopari, but it's all made, the boosts are made. We made a carbon pistol grip to match the carbon.
Well, you gotta have the pistol grip, right?
You
gotta have the pistol grip.
The steering wheel we made, that's carbon, kind of Mopar feel, so.
Yeah. Wow. See, and again, it's just little things that you do.
Yeah, like even this logo, we call the car Tusk. And if you look at the end of the K that we did, it's in gold.
Oh, wow.
Because ceremonial elephants always had
they always had
gold
that.
on tips.
Amazing builds, but people look at them and they always think they ruined a perfectly good car, and that's where that quote came from. But what they don't understand is a lot of times you guys start with a car that's completely rusted out. And I know on Recoil, that car was rusted out and found in a field.
We're from Wisconsin. We don't know what a clean car is.
Right, yeah.
So it's and at the end of the day, we really just need the VIN, right? I mean,
Right.
You're pretty well, even though they look stock, they're really not.
So, but you do great work. I mean, I've always loved your builds. Well, I know you got things to go. I appreciate your time. As always, it's always a pleasure to see you. I love running into you because I love seeing you guys' builds. So have a great rest of the week, man. And talk to you again. And you know what? Probably see you next year. Thanks, Mike.